know. I'm thinking about my dream bike. I really am. I'm thinking about it all the time. Where's my dream bike, right? And in reality, you're thinking about where is it, right? So the lack, I don't have it, I don't have it, I don't have it. And so that's really what you're focused on. And I was like, oh my gosh. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Amy. Today we're doing a little scenic ride through Lake Las Vegas, which I've never been to. It'll be a little adventure, trying to find my way over there. But I kind of think I know where to go. I'm definitely looking forward to exploring more and more so I can freaking learn my way around, because that's always nice. It's like, you know, I'm an internet entrepreneur, work from home, so it's like, you know, we don't get out as much as people that drive to work every day. Oh, what's this guy doing? Wasn't sure if he was crossing or what. Alright, so here's some more highway action with the DJI wireless mic 2. I think if I could stay tucked a little bit, that might help. Something I thought of for the channel was to talk to you guys maybe about, like, how do you get your dream bike? The actual how. I don't think I've ever watched a video on YouTube where someone was like, yeah, here's the actual how I got my dream bike. Like, they'll say, yeah, you know, I went online and I found it here, or I bought this, or whatever. But there's a lot of elements to, like, actually making it happen, right? Like, this bike, all my bikes, right? All 6 bikes I've bought, they were my dream bike. I've done this 6 times, y'all. And it's like, I've kind of, you know, looking back, I've kind of figured out some of the things I was doing or did. Really, dude? You know, I've thought of, like, here's the things I did, I'm doing, whatever. And I'm kind of like, okay, I don't know exactly, like, the 100% formula, but I know there's certain things that I specifically did that worked, okay? And I think this is just a process that you learn over time. If you are willing to, I should say, learn and listen from people who've done it, because that's what I did. You know, I learned and listened from people who had achieved dreams and goals in their life, and I'm like, okay, they did it, you know? And there's some people, you know, you listen to and you're like, oh, I just don't resonate with that, you know? I think it's a little bit of both, like, in terms of, like, who do you listen to, you know? Like, are the people, they got what you want, or they live in a lifestyle that you actually want? Because some people really aren't. Some people are doing very well, like, on the outside, but they hate their life, you know? So I found out for myself that it was like, I have to listen to people who are doing things that I want to do, or have things that I want to have, and have the lifestyle. Like, are they happy? Are they, you know, got good relationships? Do they Do they love what they do? Do they wake up in the morning like excited about life? Because some people are rich, successful, whatever. They're just like miserable. I have to keep doing these things because of me wanting material things, right? And I was like, no, I want both. I want the lifestyle and I want to learn how to achieve my dreams. So I guess. So basically, I started listening to a guy named Kevin Trudeau, and I was like, okay, like he's saying some different stuff, and one of the things he said that I'd never heard before was like, okay, you listen to all these people like, law of attraction and how to get your goals and all this stuff, and they're like, okay, set big goals, aim high, you can do it, believe in yourself. And it's very philosophical. There's not a lot of like specifics. And I felt like for a long time I was doing what these other gurus were saying. And I'm like, well, why isn't stuff happening? Like what's not connecting here? And Kevin said something very interesting that I'd never heard. This light. He said, you think you're thinking about what you want, right? Because this is what they all say. Think about what you want. Think about what you want. And you'll get it. You think you're thinking about what you want. But in reality, you are thinking about the lack of what you want. And your subconscious mind does not understand the difference between like want and don't want. So if you're thinking of the lack of something, that's a don't want, right? But your mind doesn't understand the difference. And you think you're doing the right thing. Like, no, I'm thinking about my dream bike. I really am. I'm thinking about it all the time. Where is my dream bike, right? And in reality, you're thinking about where is it, right? So the lack, I don't have it. And so that's really what you're focused on. And I was like, oh my gosh. It was just like, a light bulb went on. And he was like, he was like, you need to, either stop thinking about it or think of something that you do want that you don't have like a resistance around. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is brilliant. And it made so much sense because I was like, yes, like I have this resistance around certain things where it's like I want it, but I don't believe I can have it, or I don't believe I can get it, or I'm just still thinking about reasons why it's not going to happen. And then other times I'm thinking about what I want, but really it's making me feel bad. This is the key. Like, say you're thinking about your dream bike, like I'll just tell you guys my next one. I really want to get a different kind of bike altogether, and I've talked about this on the channel before. I want to get a Yamaha R1. I was considering the R1M. I didn't think there was enough for it to like pay an extra 10 grand for the suspension package or whatever. It's different. So I just want an R1. Blue and black. I want a full ST Project exhaust. I want it lowered 2 inches. I want tank grips. And I want the smoke windscreen. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I'm like, that's my next dream bike. And like, say you're thinking about this bike, but you're like, every time you think about it, it makes you feel bad. Because really you're thinking about, man, where am I, this is like kind of where I'm at right now. Like, I literally just am like, well, it's not, looking at what is going on, it's not like I can just go out and purchase it right this second, right? Which is fine. But if you looked at the situation and you're like, dang, I don't have the money, and it made you feel bad because you didn't have the money, then you're not going to get it. Because the key here is you go off of the feeling. If you feel bad thinking about your dream bike, it means you're pushing it away. You're pushing away what you want. Because there's a level of resistance there that says, whatever the reason is, I can't have it. And so, you have to just be mindful of that. And so, these were a bunch of things I learned from Kevin, and I was like, oh my gosh, because once it kind of sank in and I started applying it in my life, I was like, oh, because I started having things happen. Like with the money stuff, I was trying to go for this like crazy money goal, and I didn't believe in it. It's too big. And all these people would try to tell you like, like it's too big. Keep thinking big, right? Like, but you're like, oh, well, I'm not getting it, and you're not gonna get it if you don't believe it. So, yeah, it's kind of futile. Oh, here we go. Here's Lake Las Vegas, guys. So you really have this delicate balance sometimes. Make sure nobody's coming. Sweet. Okay. So, looking at this area, I'll get back to my spiel here in a minute, but looking at this area, I've never been to Palm Springs, California, but I feel like this is what it would look like desert with a lot of palms, right? Yeah, I just kind of had like a thought about that. I love palm trees. Like I think it's so cool that these are, I'm sure, not native to Vegas, but I love that they put them in here. Oh, look. There's a waterfall up here. Oh my gosh. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This is stunning. I gotta pull over. Holy freaking cow. Look at this thing. Yo, you guys see this? Like it's coming down the freaking mountain. Alright, let's get a picture of this. Because why not? Yeah, we need a photo op here. Of course the bike's facing the wrong way. But oh well. Kind of manage this in here. Make sure nobody's coming. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing on the phone, but I'll show you guys. Look at that shot. Huh, stunner. Okay, let's just get this freaking waterfall. That's so cool. Okay. Wow. Telling you what, y'all. I'm showing you the sights. Did I mention I love living out in this Las Vegas area? Because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. Like, there's a lot of fun things to do. There's a lot to see. I'm trying to think back. Other than Tampa, that was like the only other like city I've lived in. And other places I've lived, it's like you were on the outskirts of stuff. You had to drive to get to stuff. But Vegas is cool. It's like a mix of city, yet you could be in the suburbs. You could be in like the country, like we saw the Red Rock Canyon. This is nice. Okay, second exit. Really nice community here, y'all. 45, okay. Make sure, like 2 and 35. Wow. They had like an AstroTurf park over there. I don't know if it was a dog park or what. It's kind of like set up out here, this Lake Las Vegas. It reminds me of a lot of neighborhoods I would go through in Florida. Not so much on the bike, but just when I lived there and worked in the area. It was like a lot of these golfing communities, You had the golf course like right there inside your neighborhood. Yeah. it looks very similar. A lot of, like, they'll have lakes and stuff. Of course, Florida, you gotta worry about the dang alligators. They would seriously be snatching up little dogs and stuff. It's crazy. Okay, second exit, okay. Okay, I'm hoping I go in the one that's, like, not gated. Is it this one? Yeah, it's gotta be this one, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, it says thank you for visiting. Okay, must be on the way out. Oh, so they got like their own shopping thing like right here. How cool is that? You can walk to your stores. Very, very nice. Very upscale, clean looking neighborhood. The only thing is, like, there's not a lot of trees here. I mean, this side there is, but over there is not much. And it's, you know, that's asking a lot for Vegas, right? But the area I live in, there's actually a lot of greenery. Look at those places. It's like freaking Venice over here. Oh, I think I can go around the lake there. Okay, shoot. Let's do this. We're gonna turn around, go back, and I think I can go around that lake. Shut up, I don't need you. Okay. I think there's like a lake down here. Can ride around. Oh, I gotta open this vent. Yeah, that is so cool how they built those condos or whatever over the water. Dope. Oh my gosh, I just literally saw a sign that said, "Do not feed coyotes." What the heck is wrong with people? Why in the world would you feed a coyote? Oh, that is cool. Big old lake. We had coyotes in Florida and Missouri. And yeah, you would be a fool to do something like that there. They must be tamer here. Yeah, these are some nice houses here. So, anybody looking to move to Lake Las Vegas, you know, here's what you're getting. Beautiful. Very pristine. Oh, I love the houses in the hills here. That's so cool. Definitely gonna need some money though. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need some decent money to come out here. Although, from what I've heard, and I do know people that live in this area, it is a lot cheaper here in Vegas area than it is in California. So, you know, nice compromise if you don't want to pay as much. I've stayed at a bunch of Westin hotels. That's cool. They had any shady spots over there at Park, but I want to record another video. Probably won't end up doing it today, but my next one being probably going to do the 5 things I hate about the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-14R. And it's funny to even say the word hate, because really there's nothing I hate about this bike, but you know, sometimes you gotta make the algorithm happy. Get the views, baby. Oh my goodness. I would so freaking love to live in a house like that, like overlooking like the cliffs. And exactly this kind of style house too, that very ultra modern kind of look. I don't know why, I love that look. There was a house that I was like totally, you know, talking about like dreams earlier, totally, you know, dream building about. And it was on the Atlantic Ocean in Ormond Beach, Florida, for sale. And I think it was like, what was it, like 2 point something million, maybe it was 1 something, you know. Wasn't ready to buy it by any means, but it was fun just like riding by it on my bike and looking at the pictures online. And later I kind of decided, you know, that was when I wanted to live in the country instead. So yeah, wow. Just thought I'd stop here for a sec so you guys could see that view. Stunner. I don't know how far I can go through here. It's pretty cool. I didn't have any kind of like security checkpoints yet. Not unless you're actually going to pull off into one of the housing parts. Still going here. Yep. Yeah, I learned my lesson the other day, first time using the wireless mic. And I just found out this morning what really happened was, okay, so, you know, the DJI camera, the Action 4, it has a quick record button. So if you hit the record and the camera's off, it'll turn itself on and it'll start recording. So that's what I was doing on the one ride the other day, the group ride. And didn't realize that, okay, so the wireless mic has its own power source, right? But I never turned it off. Just thought it'll just stay on, right? What I thought happened was when I turned the camera off, it automatically turned it off the mic, just not being connected or whatever. Holy cow. And that's not exactly what happened, because this morning the camera shut itself off for not using it long enough, and the mic was still on. So I think what happened was the actual DJI Mic 2, it just has like a timeout function maybe. Like if you're not recording audio, if it doesn't sense that, you know, you're talking or whatever, it's not connected to something too long for like a certain amount of time, that it'll automatically just shut off as well. Kind of like the sleep function on the camera. How far we can go down here. I guess this is like the end of the road, really. Yep, sure is. Whee! Okay. Go do our Yui. Well, you get a different view now, which is cool. I like neighborhoods like this though, where it's like you have a lot of amenities, you know, inside your neighborhood. You don't have to like always jump in your car to go do something. Especially when you got a freaking lake. Like that's cool. And I don't know if that lake is man-made, Lake Mead. I'm not sure. I just think they have really nice houses here too. Wow, look at those rocks they stacked. That's another thing I like about Vegas is like a lot of the neighborhoods, they use the natural look of the land to create the neighborhood, like these rocks, right? They're from the area. Clearly this was man-made structures they're building, but it keeps it looking more nature-like. You know, you feel like you're part of the land versus them putting up some hideous wall. Like, I grew up in Virginia, and for example, they used to put up these hideous green walls to separate the highway from people whose houses were on the other side of the highway to try to like noise block a little. It's so tacky looking. Oh, stop sign. I was like thinking I had a straightaway. Oh, I freaking love rooftops. I want a rooftop thing. Like that house in Florida I mentioned, it had a rooftop access. You know, you could put your chairs up there and stuff. I would just love that. Be out here catching some sun when it's not too hot. Yeah. Now, one thing I'll say, like, if you wanted to like come move out in this area, this Lake Las Vegas area, you're a little bit remote from the rest of Vegas, and some might see it as a good thing and some might not like that. It's I think I want to say I was told it was like 20 minutes, 25, no, it was more than that, 25 minutes to the Strip. So if you want to be closer to the Strip, that's without traffic, by the way. If you want to be closer to the Strip, this might be a little bit, a little bit out of the way. And you'll see kind of as I'm going back out, like how long it takes you if you're like way back in this neighborhood. It takes you to get all the way out. And, if you wanted shopping that was other than what they have here, then, might be a bit of an inconvenience to get back out and get on the main road. But if you were looking more for like, I want to have the Vegas experience, but I don't want to be near all the busyness, then, it's probably a good option. Like cycling, a lot of cyclers here. So it feels like Florida if the mountains weren't in my background here. It's like the lakes, the golf carts, the golfing. Although like the homes in Florida, they do have these Spanish tile roofs. That's very common there, but the structures are a little different. Like the kind of homes you see here that look ultra modern, some of that is down there, but it's more like on the coast, not on the actual like in these kind of neighborhoods. You would see different style homes, so it's a little different. I should probably map back where I'm going. Oh, I think I was supposed to go that way. Or am I? Nope. Oh no, this is it. Okay. Got another roundabout coming. Seriously, like a stop sign within 100 feet. Why? Okay. Might just give you guys a pure sound ride on the way back. And comment down below. You want me to talk more in details about getting your dream bike, how I did it 6 times, how I'm gonna do it a 7th. Yeah. Let me know. I will share everything I have done to achieve this. Because like I just think it's one of the great joys in life. Is getting your dream motorcycle. Like if you want to ride, not just, like maybe in the beginning you just get what you can afford, whatever. But for me, I never thought like that. I went for what I wanted every time. And I got it every time. So, you settle for less, you get less. Go for what you want, get what you want. It's up to you. You're the decision maker of your life. Don't let society, don't let your friends, your family, your parents, your spouse, your partner, your brother, your sister, your brother-in-law, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, like whatever. Don't let anybody else tell you you can't have what you want in life. Because it ain't up to them. It's up to you. Don't let them say that you can't get what you want, like that you have no control. Because that's not true either. So yeah, let me know, guys. You want me to keep chatting about that? I'm just gonna chill here on the way back and turn up my tunes.